So I think we've all been there at a point in our life where we feel burned out or stressed because we think that we need to work harder and to be more productive and to stay in the hustle culture to achieve success and to become happy. Because we think that working more, making longer hours, being more productive will set us up for the most success and the most happiness. And I've been there too. I've felt the same way. But there's actually a better way to approach this, a way more sustainable way, and a path that gives more fulfilling to your life. Because in essence, it's not really about how much you work, but the quality of your work. And that involves more energy and more inspiration. And it's not always about working more. So in this hustle culture, we think that that we want to make as much money as possible, and then we buy things and stuff to make us more happy, or so we think that it will make us more happy. But in fact, it's not really about how much stuff you have and about the coolest car or the nicest house. It's more about earning a living, doing the things that you really love and the things that inspire you. And having money to experience life and to enjoy those moments and to live a fulfilling and peaceful life, doing the things that matter to you. And so instead of working and earning money to buy new stuff, think of it as buying experiences and doing things that you love. That's what it really means to live a fulfilling life and to be happy. But ultimately it doesn't really, because nothing externally can really make you more happy. You already have everything inside of you that you need. And if you are present and you meditate and all these things, and you will have more experience and you will know what I'm talking about. Nothing externally can really make you more fulfilled or more happy. But in fact, doing things that you love, like for me that's creating art, writing, creating these videos, and making music, I think that's really what makes you more fulfilled and what actually makes you more happy. Because it comes from within, it comes from an expression from inside of you outward to the world. You really build something, you create something, you don't consume that much. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't work at all or not build perseverance. I'm saying that you need to think differently about what it means to make money and to find a way to earn money in a sustainable way and in an enjoyable way. A way that leaves room for creative expression and for inspiration and for joy. And I also want to point out that rest is really important. It isn't lazy. Many people in this hustle culture think they are always on, and they think that rest is something that is only for the sick or for the people with health problems or mental health problems. But rest is very important because it improves the quality of your work. If you practice taking rest and meditating and doing things that really improve your mental health, then you will have so much more inspiration and so much more creativity that will enhance your work and that will improve the quality of your life. And so I also want to point out the 80-20 rule that applies for almost everything in life. So 20% of your happiness, or 80% of your happiness comes from 20% of the things that you do. It comes from 20% of the activities like writing, creating art, creating something. 20% of the relationships, the real close people to you that you have a strong bond with. And 20% of your possessions. And the other way around, it's the same, that 80% of your stress comes from 20% of the things that you do. 20% of the activities that you don't really like, 20% of the relationships that are toxic or making you stressed out, and 20% of the commitments that you have, of the things that you need to do or you think that you need to do them. So in order to live a more fulfilling life and to live a life with more joy, I think you should really invest in that 20% that makes you happy and try to eliminate most of the 20% that gives you stress. And so behind me you see these beautiful paintings. They are from my mother. She likes to create beautiful art from animals and portraits from people and landscapes, and it's really her biggest love to create art. That's what she really loves to do, and she lives a great life doing that, and I really admire that. She's really happy. So back to the video. So the point that I'm really trying to make is think of it differently. Instead of trying to become rich, I mean, that can be a goal, but I think for me, and maybe for you too, it's way more important to create more freedom. And to become more free, you don't really need to make millions. If that's a byproduct, that's really fine. But if you focus on becoming free, then you really make the shift and it will be easier. You can try to make that dream come true, to make it a reality. And it's easier than you think. You just need to shift from being a consumer to being a creator and to do the things that you really love. And eventually you will have planted the seeds that will bring you those peaceful moments, those enjoyable moments, and you will have more alignment. So it's okay to rest. It's okay to create more fulfillment, to get out of the hustle culture and to start working on something that you really stand behind, and try to create freedom for yourself. So thank you for watching. My name is Mart, and I'll see you in the next one.